9 straight times the Mets walked off the field here in Queens with a win over the Phillies tonight. Those Phillies will look to avoid a franchise-high 10 straight losses in New York.
The Mets are going for a sweep, which would get them within 4 games of the top. And to try to sweep the series, the Mets are handing the ball to Nolan McLean for his 3rd Major League start.
Batters are only 6 for 41 when the ball's been put in play against McLean.
Turner 2 for 10 in the series, and he waves and misses at a sweeper, and McLean throws 3 pitches to strike out the leadoff batter. Schwarber 0 for 7 in this series and 0 for his last 16, 45 home runs. On the ground, Alonso gets in front of it, and he'll take it himself to retire Schwarber, 2 out. And Bryce flies one to deep left field. Back goes Nimmo onto the warning track, and he has just enough room to make the catch. McLean with a 1-2-3 opening inning.
Taijuan is a former New York Met,
but he has struggled against his former team in 12 games, 1-4, with a 4.86 ERA.
That's over the last 14 games. They've averaged 7.1 runs per game.
softly back toward the middle. Turner has it. And a one-hop throw, and Harper able to hang on to the bag. I don't know what that throw was.
And here's Alonso. Had a 4-hit night last night.
Bouncing ball to third. Nice. That is a nice, comfortable inning for Taijuan Walker. 5-3 on the putout. Alec Bohm getting what is now an Alec Bohm kind of reception when he comes up.
They're everywhere.
It's the rally parabola.
Line drive, one hop over the glove of Beatty into center field. That's a 10-game hitting streak for Bohm.
So 1 out and 1 on. And now Max Kepler.
First pitch hit hard towards first. Picked by Alonso. Goes to second. Forced there. Throw to first by Lindor. Double play. 3-6-3. Side retired.
Playing through to 16 pitches in the first 2 innings. That's the fewest for a Met this year. 3-2 to Castellanos. And he takes strike 3 call. Fastball got him looking. That's McLean's 2nd strikeout of the night. And he goes right after him again. Got him with a changeup. 3rd strikeout for McLean. He's faced the minimum over the first 3. Beatty over his last 14 games has a 1042 OPS. That's smacked the other way. A base hit from Beatty. Over in the gap goes Kepler. Beatty's going to try for 2. Here comes Kepler's throw to second base, and Beatty's in safely with a leadoff double. 11th double of the year for Brett Beatty, the Mets' 2nd hit of the night. Sanger gets the bunt down, and it's past Walker, and Sanger will get himself an infield hit. Taijuan Walker is a tremendous fielder, but he couldn't quite get that hard bunt by Sanger, and the Mets have 1st and 3rd and nobody out. So Lindor with a chance to get the first run of the game home. 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and he drives one toward right center field. Bader coming over, diving, he can't get it, base hit. Beatty is in. Sanger goes to 3rd. It's an RBI single for Francisco Lindor, and the Mets are on the board first. It's 1-0 New York. Bader didn't make the catch, but he did a great job stopping that ball on a hop to keep that ball from going back to the fence. He gets the base hit to get the Mets the lead. Now Juan Soto tries to expand it. 1st and 3rd, still nobody out. And Soto lines one to the center field, a base hit. Sanger is in. Lindor will go 1st to 3rd. That's now 11 straight plate appearances for Soto with a runner in scoring position where he's gotten on base. He drives in his 79th run, and it's 2-0 Mets.
So now Alonso, nobody out still.
2nd and 3rd, nobody out. And Pete hits him sharply past Bowman into left field. Lindor is in. Soto stops at 3rd.
Alonso now makes it 3-0 with a single to left.
They'll probably score to hit, but Bohm needs to make that play, and the wheel's dangerously close to coming right off.
Now Mark Vientos, who struck out on 3 pitches, fanned on a splitter his first time up.
Ground ball to 3rd. Could be 2. There's 1. Stotts return throw in time. Around the horn. 5-4-3 double play.
Well, they avoid complete and total disaster there.
Last Met pitcher to throw fewer than 40 pitches in the first 4 innings was Luis Severino a year ago May. Struck him out with a changeup. Nolan McLean with 5 strikeouts. He's faced the minimum through 5. Walker's given up 7 hits over the first 4 innings.
Out to right center field. Well hit. Castellanos is back. So's Bader. It's off the wall. Played well by Bader. His throw into second base. In time. What a throw by Bader.
Yeah, that's a heck of a throw.
6th outfield assist for Bader, who played that magnificently.
An absolute perfect laser of a throw.
He's had himself quite a series, hasn't he?
And with 2 out, it'll bring up Brandon Nimmo.
That's hooked into right center field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Alonso around second. He'll head for third. Bader's throw to third base is wide. And Alonso arrives there safely.
And Nimmo holds at first with a long single.
Vientos has hit it to a double play, and he's struck out. 2 men down. Bottom of the 5th.
And then Vientos lines a base hit into center field. That brings in Alonso, and it's 4-0 New York. Mark Vientos just keeps on hitting. A 10-game hitting streak, 15 RBIs in the 10 games. Nolan McLean has been in charge, facing the minimum through 5 innings. Bader flies one deep to left center field. McNeil back on the track at the fence. He jumps and makes the catch! Jeff McNeil playing his first game in center field in nearly a month, and he takes an extra base hit away from Bader. McLean is through 6 innings, having faced the minimum 18 batters in his 6 innings. And on a night when the Mets bullpen is very, very short, who knows how deep he can go into this game. Grounded to third. The hop comes up for Vientos, who throws him out. Turner retired. That is 14 in a row retired by McLean. Ground ball. Handled by Beatty. 2 down.
15 in a row.
The last Met pitcher to go back-to-back outings of 7 innings was David Peterson, who did it 3 straight games back in June.
There's a base hit up the middle for Harper. It's the 2nd hit of the night for the Phils.
Maybe I should vent some more.
Yeah, Harper extends his hitting streak to 10.
JT 0 for 10 in this series. He's grounded out and flied out tonight.
Outside corner, according to C.B. Buckner. He doesn't need any help.
No, he does not. And that's now you're looking at first and second with 2 outs.
Popped it up on the infield. Who wants it? It's Lindor taking charge. Side retired. Nolan McLean for the 2nd straight start has gone through 7. Here's Vientos, who had an RBI single in the 5th. Mets have not only beaten the Phillies 9 straight here, but they've beaten them 23 of the last 29. And Vientos gets a hold of one deep left center. Forget that. That is way out of here. Mark Vientos crushes a 2-run homer, and it's 6-0 New York. Number 13 for Vientos, his 6th home run in the last 10 games.
427 feet. An insane run for Vientos.
Last 10 games, Vientos has 6 home runs and 17 runs batted in. Nolan McLean out to pitch the 8th inning, the only Mets starter other than David Peterson to do that this year.
Ground ball to the right side, base hit for Bohm. Alec picks up his 2nd hit. Kepler's grounded into a double play. He is struck out. Now they do. There's a base hit to right. Bohm is going to go to third. Soto's throw cut off by Lindor. Back-to-back hits for the Phils, and they have their first base runner in scoring position.
So McLean faces his first difficulty of the night. Back-to-back base hits to start the 8th inning.
As the next batter will be Nick Castellanos.
Popped it up, shallow right center. Soto calls, catches, and no movement at third base from Bohm. That's the first out. Now Bryson Stott, first and third, 1 out. And Stott flies 1 out to left center. Nimmo comes over. This time Bohm's going to tag. And he's coming down the line, but he stays put. And that's the 2nd out. Kepler tagged and went to 2nd, but Bohm taking no chances. And now McLean has a chance to get through the inning with the shutout intact. And now Harrison Bader was robbed of an extra base hit on a leaping grab by McNeil in center field in the 6th. 2nd and third, 2 out. And Bader, it's a dribbler. Off the mound, McLean, side retired. 8 scoreless innings for Nolan McLean in his 3rd major league start. A brilliant performance by the rookie. 0-2 to Turner, who's gone 0 for 3 tonight. That's pulled on the ground. A beautiful stop by Beatty. He gets up and can't quite throw out the Blazer, Trey Turner. And now Schwarber, who's been skunked so far in this series. And he struck him out. Really fans Schwarber, who finishes this series 0 for 11 and 0 for his last 20. Fly ball left center. Angling in is Taylor with Nimmo, and they come together, and Brandon makes the catch. So the Phillies are down to their final out. Mets have not had a shutout in more than 2 months. June 26th. Popped it up on the infield. McNeil is there. And the ball game is over. The Mets complete a sweep of the Phillies. Nolan McLean becomes the first Mets starting pitcher ever to win his first 3 starts. And the Mets pull within 4 games of the Phillies in the National League East.